I bought a new boat. I sold the last one, the build I did, the John Boat to Bass Boat build. I sold it, and still working on that little buddy boat. I'm still trying to get it done in just one video. Hopefully I'll be able to get it out before I get this video out, but I don't know. It depends on how many snags and the weather and work and all that, what I can really work on it with. But my next build is going to be this boat I just picked up. I bought it from a buddy of mine's brother. Actually, the buddy of mine, Jacob, bought it. He ordered the boat brand new, and I think he bought the trailer brand new, but the trailer was with another boat, and then he put them together. He ended up selling it to his brother, and his brother ain't really use it. He's got another boat, so I got it. I was wanting to do another bass boat build, but after getting this boat, I just don't really think it's going to work as far as putting a big deck on it, because it's going to look kind of wonky because of the braces, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. But I have another idea. I think I'm going to do a mini bow fishing boat. Now, if you paid any attention to bow fishing boats, they're usually really big, you know, 18-foot boats, really wide, huge deck up front that's elevated. Brand new, they're very costly. And the other end of that spectrum is usually just some crap that somebody built in their backyard, which, don't get me wrong, I'm building this in my side yard, but I'm not wanting it to look like a backyard build. I want it to look pretty nice. So really your options are go out and spend $20,000 to $30,000 on a bow fishing boat that's probably too big for a lot of the areas that you might want to fish. You could do it yourself like I'm fixing to do, but the problem with that is you might not have the time, the knowledge to do it. And then your third option is maybe buy one of them crappy boats that Uncle Bubba built in his backyard under the shade tree. So I'm gonna try to find a happy medium in there, I hope. It's not gonna be a cheap build, and I'm probably gonna have more money in this boat than I did that last boat. My starting cost is a lot more, about $1,000 more, but it's a whole lot better boat. Let's take a look at it. Now what we have here is a 2014 WeldBilt. This is an all welded boat. There's no rivets in it. And it's 1436. It has a galvanized trailer on it, which is really nice. And it comes with the 8-horse Mariner. It's a 2-stroke. I believe Jacob said it was an 08 model. I haven't run the serial numbers on it, but he said it runs good. I actually tried to mess with it like an idiot before checking the gas, and there's water in the gas, so now I'm probably going to have to pull the carburetor off and get all that old gas out, but it shouldn't be that big of a problem. But it's a pretty nice boat. I mean, it's a really nice boat. It only has 2 seats. Jacob ordered it that way, didn't want a middle seat where he had to step over it. And so all it has is the front seat and this rear seat. And the rear seat lifts up for storage, which is pretty cool. Now, there's a few things about this boat that's really cool. One thing is this massive bracing it has in it. These things right here are 2.5 inches tall, and they look to be almost 2.5 inches wide. It's at least 2 inches wide. And check out them side braces. They come all the way up. That's pretty cool. But with them braces being like that, your deck is going to have to be notched around. And if I was going to try to build a really nice looking bass boat, I think that might be an eyesore. So that's why I decided to do the bow fishing boat on this instead of a bass boat. Another thing that's cool is look how many ribs it has. This boat has 7 ribs. Usually 1436 boats have like 4 at the most. This thing is built like a tank. Another neat thing about this boat that I've never seen on a boat before, and another reason why I've decided to do the bow fishing thing on it, is it's, like I said, it's a 1436. Right here in the back, it's 36 inches. But up front, it actually gets wider. It's 37.5 inches up here. So this boat is like, it doesn't look like it's wider, you know, just looking at it. At least to me it doesn't. I guess because how the sides are bowing up, but if you're going to build a deck up front that's going to be kind of high, this would be a perfect one to do it on, I think. Because, you know, most boats neck down real hard towards the front of the boat, but this one actually gets wider. So that's what I plan on doing. A bow fishing boat is I'm just going to get aluminum and I'm going to build me up probably around this rib right here, build me up a little wall, and then have a deck up front, just a solid deck. And then what I plan on doing is using aluminum tubing and coming up like 10 inches all the way around, maybe to right around in here, like a L on each side, and then right in the middle will be the trolling motor, and then in between the boat, the bottom of the boat or the deck, and that tubing is going to be my bow fishing lights. And then this front storage will be, batteries and all that stuff. Now, since this boat is in really good shape as far as the paint, there's like no dents in it. There's just some scratches. What I thought about doing instead of, sanding it down and painting it is maybe trying to wrap, because on these boats, since it's all welded, it don't have 1,000 rivets going all the way down it, so you won't have a bunch of bumps in the wrap. I mean, look at it. It's completely smooth. So I think it would be a perfect candidate for a wrap. I thought about maybe doing woodland camo. I think that would look cool. I like old school stuff, so woodland camo wrap, I think would be really cool looking. But I'm gonna have to price all that. I'm sure it'll probably end up being a little more expensive than painting it, but I feel like it'll be a lot less work. And I'm a little burnt out still at last boat doing all that painting on it. And the same buddy that brother owned this boat is gonna go pick up some aluminum, and I'm gonna do an aluminum floor, and all this front deck is gonna be aluminum. So should be kind of lightweight. And in the back, I don't really know if I'm gonna do much at all, to be honest with you, because I don't want to have to lose this lid. I think that's pretty cool storage. I might just try to figure out one way to kind of make it maybe a little platform on each side of the seat in the back, and that's it, kind of simple. And then I plan on doing hydro turf, same hydro turf that's in my big boat, camouflage. So kind of excited about it. And one really great thing is, how about this transom? I don't have to replace the transom for once. Really excited about that. Now, as the boat sits right now, it doesn't need much work. Like I said, the motor, I need to go through it and get it running again. But the main thing that I need to do now is replace the bunks on the trailer. The two bottom bunks are kind of wasted. The two side bunks are okay, but all the carpet was tore off. I took them off yesterday because I couldn't wait to tinker around on stuff. I already went ahead and went to Lowe's and picked up some treated 2x4s. I got carpet left over from that last build, that ugly brown grizzly grass. I'm gonna wrap them in that and install them. I'm gonna try to pick the boat up and put the bunks on without having it off the trailer. I hope that works. I ain't never done that before, but I think it's possible. And I also need to try to adjust where the boat sits on the trailer a little bit. Like right now, where the winch is, it's hitting your jack, the trailer jack. So I'm gonna try to, right now it looks like the boat is slid up about maybe 5 inches. So I'm gonna push the boat back where the back of the boat is, right on the end of the bunks, and then move all the stuff up front to where everything fits a little bit better. Also, one thing I've noticed, since that boat has so many ribs in it, the rib spacing is real small. So right now the boat is kind of where it sits on the bunks, where a normal boat the boat would sit between two ribs on the flat part of the boat. Well, this one, like I said, it's only like 2 inches. Well, 2x4 is 3.5 inches. So really, I think what would work best is to get the brackets where your 2x4 is sitting upright, 3.5 inches tall with just 1.5 inches sitting on the boat. I know that's probably not the best way to do it, because this boat, it's not going to be heavy, but I mean, the boat is heavy itself. So I feel like putting weight on something small like that's going to kind of stress it over time. So I'm going to try to make it work where it's flat. I'll just have to figure it out when I get to it. But that is on the agenda today, because it's supposed to rain like cats and dogs tomorrow, and I'd like to get this done out in the driveway. That way I can put the boat in the garage and finish it up in there. All right, let's get to work. Alright, I got it slid back on the bunks. I got the side bunks on. I adjusted the heights of the bunks so they're kind of sitting level and level with the keel rollers. I moved the jack up about 3 inches, and I moved the winch stand up. Well, I moved it back about 2.5, 3 inches. So everything is looking pretty good now. Next step, I guess, is to go ahead and start foaming the bottom. I'll be held up on aluminum for a little bit, but that's it. I can mess with this motor a little. Be a lot of trying to figure out what all materials I'm going to need for that deck and all that, and then ordering stuff and waiting on it to come in. If I don't sell it, the way I'm gonna do this deck, it's gonna you'll be able to take it off pretty easy, and this will be a real good river boat for a little river I like to fish when it gets too low. It gets too low, it's hard to put my big boat in it, so a lot of days I can't fish. So I'm excited about it. Give me a good river boat, catch some catfish. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one.